she's still singing Shop Around.
I think Castaneda would know enough about the structure of the Death Star that he would know about its one fatal weakness. Everyone in the galaxy knows about the Death Star's one fatal weakness.
Skynet fixed the Death Star already. It has no
Skynet doesn't
weakness.
fix anything. Skynet doesn't fix anything. It just keeps making Terminators. For no reason at all. You know, everyone is dead. They're walking on skeletons and they keep making Terminators. They won. They won. They still keep pumping them out. No one's going to buy these things.
Yeah, Rob, keep like the action figures. What's your point?
I'm going to have to say that the Klingon D7 flies along the trench and nails that.
It doesn't fit.
That port. And it could fly above.
That is less smarter.
No, the Klingons have shields. The Klingons are heavily shielded and armored. Of course they would.
Terminators block short. They're not much bigger than 2 meters.
Maybe Skynet filled the exhaust port with the skeletons of all the dead stormtroopers.
Maybe, Steve, but not in reality.
Well, when I look at those ships and the people and the computers on them, I know which one I'd rather be on. And it's not the one with the petty little sub-Hitler commanding the Klingon D7. So I'm going with the Death Star.
For all we know, Jack Sparrow isn't even on the Death Star. He's wandering somewhere else. He was supposed to be there, but he just didn't show up.
Look, Captain Need is a total loser. And Inchot might eventually come up with a strategy that solves everything. In a billion years. By that time, Jack has gotten drunk, he's found his heart's true desire, he's boned Keira Knightley, he's been to the end of the world, he's sailed around a typhoon, he's done a fourth, possibly a fifth movie.
And he doesn't want to fight anymore.
Wait, I just want to point out that Captain Jack knows Keith Richards. And what do you think is going to happen when Keith Richards teams up with Captain Tennille? There's going to be some magic happening there. Bye-bye, Captain Nita.
Keith Richards can't be destroyed by conventional weapons.
Steve Melton.
You know, Deep Thought is only the second most powerful computer in the universe, but Captain Jack Sparrow is the best pirate in the universe.
What?
So you've heard of him.
He's not even an adequate pirate in this universe.
I think he's rounded up a bunch of pirate wenches to populate the Death Star. I think he's having a good time, and it actually makes a good point. I think Jack Sparrow's unstoppable in the Death Star.
And he's got a great musical act.
I want to see, before I get your final votes, if there's anything that can change your mind. Do we have any cogent thoughts in the audience that you'd like to share with the panel before we do our final votes?
Somebody always takes Jack's ship away from him.
And he always gives it back.
The Klingons still have a cloak and can get in.
And eventually Deep Thought will think of it.
No, the D7 doesn't have a cloak. The D7 doesn't have a cloak because it's Klingons. They hadn't started sharing the technology.
Oh, very important clarification. The Klingon D7 does not have a cloak.
Actually, that's a lie.
If the Klingons do not
D7 does in
survive.
fact have a cloak. First time you ever see it.
Okay, so she's saying Captain Nita has manners. Okay.
If the thermal exhaust port is blocked up by all the bodies of the storm crew, well, the Terminators will come by later and crush all of the foam, stepping on clearing up the thermal exhaust port, thereby revealing
We don't have a weakness, sir.
Way in the back. Way in the back.
Captain Jack Sparrow always finds his way out of trouble.
Captain Jack Sparrow always finds his way out of trouble.
Does he have
Unlike Robert Burnett.
the escape pod?
Does the Death Star overheat?
Giant body killer gun takes 1 million years to charge, and the Terminators can't do space combat.
Yeah, but it takes Deep Thought 1 billion years to think about what to do about it. That's That's a rounding error.
No, you know what? I want to point out that Skynet actually altered the Star Destroyers that are inside the Death Star and turned them into Terminator Star Destroyers. Kind of the way Skynet created motorcycles and those gathering things. So imagine all of the fighters and all of the capital
there's
ships
Terminator
inside the Death
cheese
Star.
wedges. I'm scared.
You should be, that's right. That's right.
Yes, indeed.
Point of order, are these things like rental cars and they cleaned up after every use, or is this something where...
First of all, sir, that's not a point of order, that's a question. Secondly, we don't use Robert's rules. Third, piece of shit from us.
You should take the optional damage waiver because you never know what that's
Captain Nita gets distracted by asteroids.
Yes, he
If you're
does.
fighting an asteroid field, it could be trouble.
Captain Jack will take them to the land of the white sand clouds and crabs, and we won't know where we are in the movie.
But only for like 30 minutes.
In which time he thought still has not had a thought.
Well, yes.
Real say muskrat love, but muskrat's not much bigger than 2 meters.
That's an important point. Thank you for that.
Terminators can't have babies, ma'am, I'm sorry.
You know, the captain and
Not until the next movie.
Wayside Womp Rats in their T-16 back home. Before they even made it.
They can magically not get pregnant, but they can magically make stars.
Look,
That's not magic, that's science.
look, Jack Sparrow is just completely ineffectual in everything he does.
Unlike Captain Nita.
Hero of the goddamn empire.
The Empire is a tough thing to be in. You know, really.
You're incompetent.
I put it to you that Jack Sparrow would not survive in the Empire. That's all I'm going to
Wait a
say.
minute, wait.
He actually survived an effective
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
Hang on a second. Proteus impregnated Julie Christie. Right? Yeah? Okay. Now imagine what a Skynet modified Proteus could do to Neo. Imagine the offspring. Imagine the power that would be wielded by Jack Sparrow. Well,
The possibilities are endless.
Okay, I think we just got
You've heard the thoughts, the deep thoughts, I would add. And I think now it's time to render a verdict. Let's go, starting with Robert Meyer Burnett. Is it the Death Star or the Klingon D7?
the Death Star, as we have now created, is the ultimate power of the universe. I suggest we use it.
Don't be too proud of that technological terror you constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of a D7 and Captain Nita.
Ashley.
Guilty. Oh, sorry, wrong panel. Yeah, so Captain Nita's midichlorian count got checked in his last physical. He's shooting blanks. Sorry, it's a good stuff.
Steve Melching.
A pencil-neck spaceship with one of the most incompetent captains of the Empire, with the second most powerful computer in the universe, against the Death Star. No contest.
The Death Star would destroy Deep Thought with one shot.
Well, one shot is all the Death Star can do.
I have to pee so bad. Death Star.
How are you both ladies and gentlemen?
But unfortunately, since he left, his vote no longer counts.
We have 3 votes for the Death Star. Built by Halliburton. And we have 3 people left to vote. Now, do we wait for Robert Or did
No, he voted. Yes, sir. He voted, but it doesn't count. He's gone.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I just heard the part about I have to pee. Oh, okay. Well,
He abdicated.
okay,
Deathstar.
Darren? Yeah, I can do that. For Starship Smackdown 2010. Thank you. Come back next year. Thanks for being here. We love doing it. Come get Elvis Van Helsing, dude. 2001, our new graphic novel.